We're going to move through the signature challenge poses now, and you'll notice that I have no weights around because the signature challenge poses are challenging enough that we probably would not want to incorporate a weight option with any of them. The first one is crow, and I'm going to show you the approach from a downward dog posture. As I move into crow, I'm first positioning myself in downward dog and pointing my fingertips more in an outward direction. I begin to walk in toward my hands. Now, for some of our members, they may choose to simply lift out, engaging that core area very tightly, and this may be the fullest expression that they can move into, and that's okay. To move into the deep expression of crow, we begin to bring the knees up towards the outsides and the upper parts of the arms. So imagine you're squeezing a volleyball. As you begin to shift your gaze forward, begin to slowly move into that core engagement, lifting the feet off the mat and bringing the toes together. This would be our fullest expression of crow. Our next signature challenge pose is called Bird of Paradise, and its approach is from an extended angle into a bound angle. An important cue for your members is to make sure that their hands are under the forward part of the thigh. Sometimes our members, when they're moving into a bound angle, draw the arms under the hips. They won't be able to transition into Bird of Paradise properly if that's where they are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move into an extended angle. You'll notice that my knee is not past the ankle joint, and I just simply begin to bound it. So one hand reaches under the forward part of the leg. The opposite hand is held behind, so the hands need to be clasped. As I walk the back foot forward, I slowly begin to lift the bent leg. I open the chest, and the fullest expression is to extend the outward leg, and this is Bird of Paradise. Our next signature challenge pose is called three-leg table. This is one of those postures that I cue a lot of our participants to know that there's almost a leap of faith that you have to know that the floor is underneath you and it hasn't gone away. Moving from a downward dog posture. As we are in downward dog, we'll go ahead and lift one leg. This may be the furthest point that some people can reach, and that's okay. As we move into the full three-legged table, we bend at the knee and begin to draw that foot towards the opposite shoulder. Beginning to pivot on the supporting foot, we simply turn the body around, bringing that foot down to the mat, feet under the knees, extending that opposite arm up, and this is three-legged table. Coming back out of the posture, we simply turn ourselves back around into downward dog. Our next posture is called turtle, and turtle starts from a seated position in a seated straddle. One of the first things that we'll be thinking about is lifting out and bending the knees and begin working the arms underneath those knees. We're trying to bring the elbows as far past the knee joint as possible and begin working the torso down towards the mat. While we're doing that, we're going to start working the soles of the feet together to fold the body closer in. Then I'm going to wrap my hands around the hips, holding on to the hips, joining the soles of the feet together, working the shoulders closer to the mat until I tuck my head under until I'm a little turtle. So this is the full expression of turtle. Coming out of it, you simply work your feet back out, draw the arms back out, and that would be turtle. Our last signature challenge pose is bound triangle twist. You start from a pyramid approach because you want your hips facing forward. So the back heel is pressing to the mat. And to begin the bound triangle twist, which is a very deep stretch, you begin to soften that front knee. Placing, as my left leg is forward, I'm going to go ahead and press my right palm down to the mat. Twisting at the torso, I open up the opposite arm. To move into the posture, I just lower that upper arm behind me, twisting the torso even further, and then I draw the supporting hand underneath the leg, binding the hands together. Once my hands are bound together, I can begin to straighten out that front leg, and this would be bound triangle twist. It's a very deep twist and deep rotation of the spine. Drawing out of it, we would soften the front knee, rotating the body forward, and then simply stepping out of it. And that's the last of our signature challenge poses for